From ghosts to fairies to monsters that live in the forest, humans seem obsessed with proving or disproving the existence of the unexplained. In most cases, our logical side knows it's all ridiculous, but there is that shred of belief which keeps us fascinated, hoping it's true. The majority of creatures and phenomena that we become obsessed with are often based in little more than folktales and urban legends. In these cases, stories and evidence are fueled 100% by our imaginations. But what about those monsters and creatures who are based on fact? They may not be readily visible today, but there is strong scientific and historic evidence that shows they did exist many years ago. This is the case with the legendary Megalodon, a sea creature shrouded in mystery, and whose existence is fueled almost annually by a certain television channel's focus on Shark Week. As its name suggests, the Megalodon was massive, and given the public's love of all things shark, it's understandable why we are obsessed with it. What is the Megalodon? Living over 2 million years ago, the Megalodon was the king of the ocean's predators. Large and powerful, fossilized evidence and expert research suggest this sea creature could grow to around 18 meters in length, with some assumptions that it could potentially be twice that length. With a jaw which can measure over 2 meters in width and contain over 270 teeth, Megalodon was a killing machine. While the prey couldn't swallow whole, it's hard to imagine anything escaping a devastating bite from its 7-inch razor-sharp teeth. Yes, in comparison to today's great white shark, which usually grows to around 6 or 7 meters in length, Megalodon was the undisputed king of the ocean. No sea life was safe with this supersized shark since it lived and hunted in every major body of water across the planet. The case for Megalodon. Surely with such a presence, and the fact it was at the top of the food chain, this great ocean dweller could potentially be around today. Despite scientific evidence to the contrary, there is a notable group of people who believe that Megalodon still roams in our waters. While experts believe that the Megalodon went extinct over 2 million years ago, sightings of massive sharks within the last few hundred years have fueled speculation. Fishermen reportedly told stories of encounters with sharks which were 20 meters or more in length. While such reports are often written off to an overactive imagination and exaggeration, believers say the number and type of sightings is more than a coincidence. Then there is more tangible proof that some use as evidence to say the Megalodon could still exist. Biologists once believed that a fish known as a coelacanth went extinct 65 million years ago. Then, in 1938 and again in 1952, examples of this fish were actually caught. Turns out coelacanths live at great depths and often hide in valleys and caves, but they do continue to exist. Those who believe in the continued existence of Megalodon suggest that this slip opens the door further to the possible existence of the super shark. The case against Megalodon. Scientists are all certain that not a single Megalodon exists today. Sure, these experts have numerous degrees from school and have spent their lives working with life underwater. But what's the real proof, you may ask? Experts argue that species that do exist leave some sort of trail. For instance, current sharks shed their teeth and leave their carcasses that wash up on the shore when they die. Even squids, which live in the deepest depths of the ocean, provide proof of their existence when they wash up. There have been no cases of the new Megalodon teeth being found on massive Megalodon carcasses washing up on any beach anywhere. Yes, extremely large great white sharks have washed up on shore, and very large bite marks have appeared on whale carcasses. But these do not prove that Megalodon exists, only that there are some bigger than average great white sharks around. Finally, biologists are certain that changes in the world's environment millions of years ago sealed the fate of the massive Megalodon. They cite dropping sea levels, colder temperatures, and an eventual decline in the food supply as factors, which contributed to the demise of the Megalodon. Specifically, as whales migrated to colder polar regions, the bulk of the Megalodon population found itself without enough food in its favored tropical dwellings, leading to eventual extinction. So much remains to be explored, and we seem to continually be running into undiscovered species all the time. All of this provides a bit of hope to those who want to believe that a monstrous 50-ton shark lives on. Realistically, the facts suggest that Megalodon has gone the way of the dodo. Those videos and pictures leaked online have all been proven faked or forgery. And the plain truth remains that significant changes in the world millions of years ago likely made it too difficult for the massive Megalodon to live on. Hard evidence suggests no, but as with many legendary creatures, there is always that little bit of doubt to keep the door open for the most imaginative and optimistic among us. Make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notifications bell.